Okay, finally here. We're excited to get going. It's a Thursday opener, which it has been for quite a few years now, which we think that's a positive. It gets you a little extra time for that game too. So camp went well, came out healthy, healthier than usual. Had a couple setbacks. One major setback was Reggie Porter, lost him for the season, but otherwise it was a productive camp, very positive. Really excited about this new class of recruits. They're going to be, they will make an impact, and we're excited to get them on the field Thursday night and see exactly what we got. We got a good idea based on working against each other, but you never truly know what you got until you line up against an opponent. So we're looking forward to that. So questions?
Any true freshmen that you anticipate absolutely playing on Thursday?
Well, there'll be a lot of them that play at least on special teams. Trevon Hobbs and let's see, Kenrick Young, Tavares Williams, Monte Seabrook. Let's see who else, and then in the recruiting class, Devontae Booker, Tim Patrick, the new guys. Timmy was a walk-on, but we just think that we've really helped ourselves. Marcus Williams, Andre Godfrey will play when he's able to. He's not going to be able this week, but we feel like we've got a really good group and really, like I said, excited to watch them play.
Dominique Catfield is going to be the first two-way player for you guys since Eric Weddle in 2006. Mm-hmm. What do you see in his skill set that makes you confident that he can be an impact player on both sides of the ball?
Well, he's been a receiver since he got on campus here. He has his second year, so he's proven commodity there. Did some good things for us last year as a true freshman, particularly towards the end of the season. Has continued to develop. He was actually the MVP of his league in high school at defensive back, and so he's very experienced there. He had 10 interceptions, I believe it was, his senior year, so it's not new to him. This defensive stuff is not new, and he came to us about midway through camp, maybe a little sooner, and expressed the interest. I think it was about when Reggie went down, because when Reggie went down, that left a little bit of a void there, and so he volunteered to service us, said he'd like to give it a shot. And we started working him in, and it was very apparent from the first rep that he took that he may have a future there. So, and he very, very well may end up there full time down the road. We'll just have to see how things shake out. But he will play both sides of the ball on Thursday.
Looking back, Kyle, I see where I think you have to go back to 1943 since you had a season without playing Utah State or BYU. And then I think you have to go back to 1911. Does that seem strange to have your schedule the way it is?
Not really. As a coach, you just focus on who's on the schedule and really don't concern yourself with much else.
A lot of big names on the schedule. This obviously not one of them. How do you is it just the season opener for motivation, or how do you keep these guys able to treat Idaho State like they are, any other team?
You treat every opponent with respect, and we every year. It seems like just about every year you hear of a FCS team, getting an upset, pulling an upset. It's not that uncommon, and so you better be ready to play well and execute and do all those things. And really what we're concerned with this first game is us and making sure that we operate the way that we need to operate, and clean, efficient. Good tackling on defense, minimal penalties, take care of the football. All those things that we've been preaching. All fall camp need to show up on Thursday night.
Is there a particular identity that you're hoping to establish on offense this year?
Yeah, I think first of all, tempo would be one of the operative words. We're certainly going to be snapping the ball more quickly than we have in years past. We've got to be more efficient in the throw game. The last few years we have not come anywhere near the numbers that we need to throw in the football from just about every viewpoint: yards per game, completion percentage, touchdown to interception ratio. I mean, we've got to be much better in that regard.
As far as the special teams coordinating, getting back into that, what have you liked about it or disliked about it? And tell us a little bit about that with you.
Liked everything about it. Punt team is really the one thing that I have completely on my plate. We've given Morgan Scally the kickoff coverage team. We've given Taylor Stubblefield the kickoff return team, and Sharif Shaw has the punt return team. Now I assist in each of those as well, but we have what we call a ramrod coach for each of the functions, and Jim Harding is the PAT field goal ramrod coach, and so each function has its lead coach, and then there's a core of coaches that pretty much coach on every special team, and so. But I've enjoyed it. Love working with Tom Hackett and Andy Phillips. Great guys, hard workers. They handle themselves like professionals, and particularly Andy. He's the leader of that group, and it's been a pleasure to work with those guys.
Back in November, when you were at that table talking about Travis Wilson's condition, I don't know how confident you were that you'd ever talk about him starting a game for you ever again in the future. Can you talk about his road to recovery and almost how astonishing it is that he is back?
Yeah, well, first of all, we're elated that he's back, obviously. There was a long period of time there where his career was pretty much thought to be over with. It was tough on him, tough on his family. He kept persevering through that, kept his head up. And then as we started to get a little glimmers of hope as the process continued, we were encouraged, he was encouraged, the family was encouraged. And then when we got the final word about mid-June that he was good to go, it was great for our program, great for him. But most of all, obviously, it's that he's in good health. I mean, the football is a bonus and a sidebar to the whole thing. Him being healthy and the doctors declaring him no more at risk than any other buddy on the team was a big positive. And Travis has really, I think he's really embraced and found out a lot about himself and how much he loves the game during that period of time. Not that he wasn't a hard worker and a guy that was all in and competitive, but when you have something taken away from you for a period of time, it opens your eyes a little bit, and he came back with even more of a purpose than he had prior to.